Terry Ord, an evolutionary ecologist at Harvard University and the University of California, Davis, studies communication signaling in male anole lizards from the Caribbean. These lizards perform visual displays to prevent intrusions into their territories from rival males. But more importantly, says Ord, the displays help males monopolize their mates.
A good territory is one that overlaps the home ranges of several females, so by having a territory and defending that territory space, he can monopolize access to those females.
Territoriality and communication are also fairly common in birds. Anyone who's woken up to watch the sunrise will be familiar with the sound of loud bird chirping, which is thought to help birds mark out their territory.
One of the ideas is that everybody comes out at about the same time, first thing in the morning, and start producing communication to let everybody know that they, survived the night and that their territory is still their territory. So what happens is there's this big peak in communication first thing in the morning.
If that theory is true, Ord says, then any species with territoriality should have these peaks in behavior, including lizards.
And it turns out that they actually do have a very marked dawn chorus, which is very, very similar to what we hear in birds.
But the lizards don't actually make a sound. Instead, they mark their territory using only visual cues.
These animals don't have a way of producing vocal signals like birds do. So everything is focused on their visual display. So you get out into the environment first thing in the morning and you'll just see lizards out on their territories performing lots of push-ups and extending that dewlap.
That dewlap is a flap of colorful skin under the neck that the lizards extend and retract. But it wasn't clear exactly how the lizards were using their dashing dewlaps and peppy push-ups. So Ord turned to a robot lizard.
The advantage of the robot is that I can actually program it to do any display sequence, whether it's actually a real display sequence or whether it's something that's completely contrived or something that I've completely made up.
Using the robot, Ord showed that one of the lizard species he studies adds exaggerated four-legged push-ups at the beginning of its display.
The idea is that high-speed, abrupt movement that is typical of four-legged push-ups effectively grabs the attention of everybody else in the environment. Once everybody else is now looking at that lizard, it then follows through with a more sort of intricate message component of the display.
Ord's colleagues are also taking notice of his discovery, but it hasn't gone over entirely well with some of the 9 to 5 types.
I come along and discover they're actually highly active first thing in the morning at dawn, and I have to say I've had a couple of complaints from my herpetology colleagues about the fact that they've now got to get up very early in the morning to actually study their social behaviours.
For The Scientist, I'm Ailey Dolgan.